Good morning, everybody. Today on the show, have you ever thought, you know what, I cannot do those yoga poses? Well, we've got a new kind of yoga.
Well, if you're not a size 0, but you're still interested in all the benefits of yoga, don't let a simple thing like the number on the scale weigh you down. Abby Lentz joins me this morning. She's with HeavyWeight Yoga, and she's here to teach us how to do yoga with the body we have today. Welcome, Abby.
Oh, good morning.
Glad to have you.
Oh, it's wonderful to be here.
Good. We've got all of our mats set up because in a moment you're going to actually show us how to do some of the moves that you've brought us today. But first of all, let's talk about how you came up with this idea. The concept is wonderful because, as we know, some people are intimidated by getting in all those poses and doing all those things. How did you come up with this?
Well, I've been practicing yoga for 36 years after my son was born, and back then I was young and thin, so yoga was not a problem. But as the years and pounds rolled on, I still wanted to keep up my yoga practice and get the benefits I had been receiving for all those years. And
did you meet a lot of women, Abby, who said, look, I'm just intimidated to go to the classes, to be amongst all the other ladies who maybe lean because they've been doing yoga a long time, but I still want to do it?
Exactly. I ran into people. Once I made that transition from my career in publishing, deciding to move forward and take a risk. Being a yoga teacher in Austin is pretty risky business.
Indeed.
It is.
Yes.
So I went ahead and started taking all the poses that I had learned how to teach with traditional style and made modifications and adjustments for the larger body.
I was going to say, yeah, so you took the traditional poses and you found out how can we do this if maybe we're carrying a little more pounds and still get the same benefits.
Exactly.
Yes, and you found it to be pretty successful?
Yes, it's been wonderful. I teach not only the heavyweight yoga classes in Austin, but I'm also teaching now 2 weight loss surgery classes. People who are in the process or have completed their weight loss surgery commitment, and yoga is really very beneficial for people in that weight loss track.
Let me ask you this, Abby, how long do you recommend someone be a part of a yoga class in order to start seeing results, starting to feel better, maybe shed some pounds?
It just all depends on your level of commitment. It's really great to come twice a week to your yoga class and then sprinkle yoga into your day off the mat. And people see results. Some people, it's an immediate connection.
Okay, good. So let's get started. I want Eileen to come over here and do this with me. She was, I'm going to get over here.
Join us.
Let's begin, Abby. Now you are going to show us what exactly? These are some simple moves, basics?
Yes, we're going to start with a balance pose. There's hardly any time in our daily work life when we're balancing on one foot, but it's really beneficial.
Okay.
Yeah, really beneficial.
Now, Abby, you be gentle with us because we are not yoga aficionados. I'm not.
Well, the first thing to do is to find your hip width.
Okay.
So for many people, what happens, they think their hip is this wide. It's the perceived hip. Then there's the hip of the flesh. But if you're a heavyweight yoga person, you have to bring the hip of your frame. So I'd like for you to find your hip width from the front so that you're honoring your frame, not the flesh. The outsides of the feet are parallel.
All right.
And we're going to shift our weight into one side and find a focus point out in front.
Okay.
You can, once you've got that point set, then bring your foot so your heel is right above your ankle. And you've got your toes onto the mat. The hands come to the heart center. And then we'll draw the hands down, around, and up, creating a treetop. And the hands can be whatever way serves you. And then to come into one foot, just lift that big toe off the mat as you come balanced into one leg. Because once the toe's off the mat, it doesn't really matter where your leg is. You've got the balance on that one foot, or you can bring your foot up into your calf. And then we'll draw the hands back down around to the heart. The foot comes down and the hands come down.
Okay, Abby, so what if early on you have problems with the balance? Do you just keep practicing that position in order to get it?
Only 2 ways to get better at balance: do it more often. Or hold it longer. And what's wonderful about balance poses, you can actually be in the supermarket where you're standing there with your cart, you're in the long lane, and you just pick your foot up and you're holding onto your cart. You're actually balancing on one foot in front of the copier.
Okay, great.
You just come and balance on one foot. You don't have to do the hand movements, but it's a great way to spend time in when you're waiting in line.
Okay, Abby, show us something else.
Cool. We're going to come down to the mat.
All right.
And find a stretch for our hamstrings.
Okay.
If you're of average size like you guys, you can just come to the mat easily. I'd like to show how people can come to the mat. If you carry a little extra weight, you'll want to use a chair here. And bring your forearms, don't bring your fingers or your hands to the mat. Bring your forearms to the chair and gently come down one knee, then the other. And you'll be able to gently just roll over onto the blanket.
Okay.
And come to a seated position. So many people find this tailor fashion a little uncomfortable. It's perfectly okay to have one leg out or both legs out depending on your comfort level. So we're sitting here, let's add a gentle twist. We'll take our right hand to the outside of our left leg. The left hand comes back behind us. On the exhale, take a little twist. The breath is small. Now, if you're carrying a lot of belly weight, you might want to take an energetic swipe where you're moving the flesh from the hip into the belly button, making it so you can come into a deeper twist. The eyes are open wide, and you're looking back behind you. Feel the inner body hug the bone. And on the inhale, slowly coming back to center, we'll take the left hand to the right knee, the right hand back behind you. On the exhale, add the twist, add the energetic swipe if you're carry a little spare tire there.
Abby, these are wonderful, wonderful relaxation techniques. I want to let people know where they can find you.
Go ahead and
Heavyweight
bring
Yoga
yourself back
DVD
to
with
center.
Abby Lentz is available at heavyweightyoga.com. These are really easy moves to do. And Abby, we thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you.
And for practicing these. I feel much more relaxed.
I feel balanced.
Thank you so much again, Abby. Stay
You
with us,
bet. My
everybody.
pleasure.
We'll be right back.